Hello and welcome to Xbox On's new monthly indie show where I'll be giving you a little peek into the world of what's new, what's great, and even some things you might have missed. This month we have Elite Dangerous, an interview with the musician behind retro-style racing game Spectra, and a load of tasty indie news to keep you going till Gamescom. Last month was E3, and when we weren't taste testing all the burgers and sunbathing on Venice Beach, we were watching the Xbox conference and finding out about the buttload of indies just around the corner. The ID at Xbox program supports and promotes independent developers, so you'll be seeing more of games like 1930s Disney animation style Cuphead and time-stopping shooter Superhot when we're at Gamescom in August, as well as over the next few months. Also announced at E3 was the Game Preview program, which gives you free early access to upcoming games. It's not an indie-only program, but the two games currently on the program are. The first is space exploration game Elite Dangerous, which is being made by Frontier, the original developers of Elite. I'm already considering it for Game of the Year, or at the very least, game that's most likely to make me pull this face without realising it. The second game is The Long Dark, a frighteningly bleak survival game set in the snowy wilds of Canada after a global disaster, in which I got eaten by a wolf after the man showing me the game promised me I wouldn't. Apparently wolves can't get inside. Guess it wasn't a wolf then. Both are impressive in both scope and style, and though the Game Preview program does only give you access to the unfinished game, it's still well worth checking out. If you're well versed in your indie knowledge, you'll have heard of a game called Super Hexagon, a fast-paced, obstacle-dodging rhythm game that may or may not be the reason I have the clause "Kate must not see, touch, or in any way come into contact with any six-sided shape" in my contract. But enough about my hexagon-induced anger issues. The excellent chiptune music from that game was created by Chipsel, who's also doing the all-original music for Spectra, a retro-style racing game set in a high-res 8-bit world. We talked to Chipsel about her love for games, and particularly Spectra, which is already out on Xbox One.
Spectra was originally an album that I released, and so they used all the artwork, and it's basically just like, I like to see it as sort of a way to enjoy the music with some excellent gameplay and beautiful visuals. The track is generated in relation to what's happening in the music. It's really challenging, but at the same time, you know, a child could pick it up and play it and still have fun with it. But for us sort of adult gamers who are more determined and really want to beat the game, it's a real challenge.
You've heard of Game Freak, right? Those chaps what made Pokemon, the game about legalizing animal fights and sending children off into the world before they reach their 11th birthday? Well, they've broken free from those Pikachu branded chains and made Tembo the Badass Elephant, a platformer coming to Xbox One this month that asks the question we've always wanted to know: what if Rambo was an elephant? And excellent news for all Xbox Live Gold subscribers, you'll get 10% off the game at launch on the 21st of July. That's something to trumpet about. Earlier this month we played through the Swindle with its excellent developer Dan Marshall, whose talents in British-themed game development are only exceeded by his talents in puns. I promise he didn't tell me to say that. Here's me and Dan attempting to get as far as possible, and failing miserably. So, Dan, give me a quick "what is Swindle about" pitch.
Okay, so the Swindle's a randomly generated 2D burglary simulator thing. Cool. So the idea is you play a thief and you have to break into buildings and steal as much of their money as you can and then break out again, ideally without the police chasing you.
Okay, so this is me. I'm Henry Beresford, and these names are randomly generated.
Your first guy is always Henry Beresford, but when you lose him, he'll die. And he'll get replaced by completely random.
So why have you picked this particular guy to be first? Is he special?
It was just nice. It was one of those things where I always intended to sort of basically make the first character random, but I sort of grew attached to him. So there you go. So you've got £12, 24. What's 72 plus 24? You need another one before him.
Oh, look at this little man trapped in this little cage of sadness.
Yeah, you won't get him without setting the alarms off.
Oh. Well,
right, there you go.
I
dying as well.
I fell and I died.
Okay, so you've got no money and you've killed Henry Beresford, which, as you know, he is my favourite.
Thaddeus Brunswick.
Thaddeus Brunswick, who's got a cool hat and an amazing beard as well.
No!
Oh.
No!
Oh, there goes Thaddeus. Who have you got now? What's
Lily Prowler.
Lily Prowler.
Which is
a good burglar name, right? It's Prowler.
I was going to say like a stripper or something, but I mean,
maybe
also that.
Stripper and burglar.
Yeah, why not both? Oh, spikes. Why have they got spikes? Oh, Lily, no!
If you're robbing a bank or something, they're pretty much straight on you. But you can take
No.
You
No, spikes.
just so long as you can.
Oh, what is with me and spikes? Right, so thank you very much for showing us all the tips and tricks on how to be good at the Swindle. I'm very sorry that I didn't actually manage to be good at the Swindle. But yeah, thank you for your time, Dan.
Pleasure.
Thank you for showing us the game. Man, I'm really bad at that game. Meanwhile, indie publisher extraordinaire Team 17 are hard at work as always, having just announced their new crossover game, The Escapist: The Walking Dead. The Escapist was their excellent prison escape game that mixed stealth with slowly spooning out the concrete beneath your bed. And The Walking Dead is this little zombie comic that spawned TV shows, video games, tons of merchandise, but you've probably never heard of it. In The Escapist: The Walking Dead, you play gruff, sad man Rick Grimes doing what he does best, beating up the undead with various objects until they become the dead. And of course, this month's Games with Gold includes adorable indie puzzle platformer So Many Me, a game that combines cartoon cuteness with the mind-bending scientific difficulties of cloning. So Many Me will be available for free to all Gold subscribers from the 16th of July to the 15th of August. That's all for this month's Indie Haul, but keep an eye out on the Xbox store for more over the next few weeks. Make sure to check out my chat with Lorne Lanning and our Xbox On playlist to see what else we're up to. As always, thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date, and let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to. See you next month, bye!